respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat, to the top like a crown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck. Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat, to the top like a crown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck. I'm from the bottom of the barrel, came apart it in the gravel. All black be my apparel, Glock 40 pointing at you. We storming niggas' castles, my niggas is going cashews. I like it, I take it, I ain't gotta fucking ask you. Terrorist mindset, deadly the thoughts, shoot and bury the nonsense. And piss in the corpse, you niggas small like the fine print. Fall in line and get pop quick, you forgot your reminder. Third pound we the livest, respect over everything. Cash come included, my clique get everything. Mash on the music, biz, it is what it is. These are the breaks, separate the real from the G's and the fakes. Cut the grass low, poison all the snakes. Stash the cash flow and let it roll till it breaks. Life only determined by success, and since I'm ball blessed, ain't no doubt me and the team next. We coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat, to the top like a crown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck. Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat, to the top like a crown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck.
Never lose love like sleep, I'll be stretched out. Everybody on my line is why I stepped out. Mark made already, stone face gripped up. Mouth split, Tony talking Tiger getting ripped up. Pound reppin', G checking freshman. Top hat pimped out like the West End. Musical, wise guy, no lie. Real heart, true eyeball, eyeball. Nigga pick a side, killers never switch a side. Money or the power, push the way I feel aside. Dollar deal a day, still celebrating. Pop another bottle for every hater hating. Both hands, middle finger in the air. Shining on both so you see them shits clear. Playboy, ice grill, me no scared. And you can keep them ugly bitches over there.
Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat, to the top like a crown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck. Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat, to the top like a crown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck.
They don't wanna see me shine, might go blind, and the blind can't leave the blind. Dropping gems on them, they don't pay no mind. Nope, it ain't worth throwing pearls and swine. Love that fast money, wanna stick something, but a slow million better than a quick 100. One line at a time, keeping hits coming. Uncut blow, take a whiff of it. It's a shame what they do for wealth. Wanna be Wayne, shoot yourself. Like December 31st, let off them choppers like it's January 1st. July 4th with them fireworks. Put that mask on, October 31st. You the best, guess we the worst. This is my world, Mr. Universe.
We coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat, to the top like a crown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck. Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat, to the top like a crown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck.
Coming live and direct, can't pardon your disrespect. From the G's to the goons, little homies on deck. This is boom back rap, like a terrorist threat. Keep it gully good, can't shame my rap. Spit a universal code, take game and bet. Homie pre-think, bring your gang and set. I'm a suicide king, never bang regret. From the bottom of the barrel, like the game is fit. As long as I'm alive, too legit to quit. The hustle is the turn, trying to flip the script. Don't let the struggle burn, you gotta flick the switch. Third pound on the move, so ridiculous. Oh. Salute. Welcome to BANGnACES Live and Direct Sport Commentary Live with your host, Check.
We are live and direct with Bang USA. Welcome to Bangin' Aces Live and Direct. We're gonna bring you live and direct with Bangin' Aces live game commentary of the Suns. Today we're gonna do a little video. What's good, everybody? I just see all the ruckus going on. Excuse me. What's going on, Ace? We got Ace. We got my son, Juju Don Jewels over here in the back. You'll hear him come from time to time. Go, oh, that's unfair. All of that shit, right? So, Gavin, you know, all of that shit, right? But yeah, man, what's good, everybody? So the game started. Had to do this show, man. Game started. Who you got tonight, bitch? And you know, they gotta take their responsibility for everything that's going on. You know, I got the Clippers too, no man. About that. They down right now, 10-2. You know, I want them to win tonight too. I think they figured something out. They should have been up 2-1 in this, man. Paul George hits from free throws and they good. I had to take down the video from the other day because I got copywritten because I used the images from the Duke game and the voiceovers in that game. So we'll go over some of those topics today. Right. Yeah, man. But everybody compounding on the Lakers. Lakers have been eliminated officially from playoff contention, play-in contention, everything. Mr. LeBron, Sir LeBron James. I agree 100%. King James, Monica himself, King James. For most of his career, has been called King James. Defense of the Clippers. That's fell short. Again, for the second time, actually the third time since he's been a Laker. Yeah, it's hard to feel sorry for the Lakers. It's hard to feel sorry for the Lakers. They gave up their youth. When LeBron got there, they had a youthful core. Right. They had a youthful core. Kuzma, Ball. They didn't want to grow. They wanted to win now. Win now. They didn't want to grow. They didn't want to develop. Right. And I question it because Frank Vogel can't develop. He's been resting on the laurels of superstars for years. He came into the game I think that, resting on the laurels Patrick Beverly got like superstar players, Kyrie and LeBron. Young Booker, you understand what I'm saying? So he broke his nose. With that said, you know what I mean? Like, if you talk about punch a person in the face, LeBron and deserve his share of criticism. I would think but that, he is in his 19th year. That worked a little bit, and then I noticed the Clippers chasing the gem, 3/4 defense to put in his crown, full court. I believe he's lost his love of the game. Trying to make people happy and trying to win, you know. But in trying to win, you lose the love of the game. I believe Westbrook's recession or going backwards on his whole demeanor and attitude is a whole coaching thing. You know, when you have too many superstars, you need a superstar coach. Someone who's respected. Someone who understands these guys' plight. You know, who understands the roles of these positions. Westbrook needs to play free in order to play and in order to win. Yeah, he don't have the step back free. He don't have the knock down, I do this, I do that. But he's a walking triple-double, guys. He's a walking triple-double. How don't you learn how to win off the man's talent? We can't just gear the respect for the game for the superstar. Michael Jordan, great leader, great player, okay? In order for him to eclipse those three-peats, he knew the validity of his players, of his team. He knew, and he didn't give an excuse. He knew when he was gassed, or they was doubling him, or it was getting harder to score. He knew how to pass. He knew how to pass to that player for the big shot, the moment, you know. So what? The people want you to take the shot. If you're not open, you double covered, pass. 3 seconds to shoot. Why make a move in a fourth shot? You know, so Westbrook has been handcuffed, and it's stolen the love of the game for him, and that's all coaching. They got cold ears right now to Frank Vogel, and he's gonna get fired if he doesn't get fired today. I'm hearing he'll be fired. So I ask this question: should we blame Lebron solely for the abysmal season, for the unhealthy players, for the West, competitive West? It's always been competitive, but this year it took a shift, hell of a shift. Utah, Suns still at the top, best team in basketball. You know, LeBron leading the league, 30 points a game in year 19 is next to, think about insane. The Hawks and Bucks game last night. That's next to insane in year 19. Blowout. Can you say blowout? Scoring title, it would be only his second scoring title. Third quarter turnout. Oh my God. Had just starts. You had to just turn it off, right? It was shameful, Chad. Shameful. The Lakers traded their whole youthful core for AD and LeBron. They went with their ceiling and miscalculated. All the ex-Laker youth are doing well. And some of them in the playoffs. A la Ball. Kyle Kuzma doing well. Magic came on first take the other day, and he opened a can of worms. He said the Buddy Hield deal was in the bag. DeMar DeRozan called him and said he wanted to come play in L.A. That he wanted to come home to L.A. because he's from L.A. Think about Reggie Jackson.
DeMar DeRozan says he wants to come to LA, and they don't get the job done. Instead, they scrap those deals and go get Westbrook.
Ain't been a bread
Now,
and
I'm a
butter in
Westbrook
the series
fan.
for Suns.
I'm not gonna sit here and compiled on Westbrook. I can't say he has a part in the criticism. His part is his cockiness and his unwillingness to do whatever it took.
Right.
As a leader, I expect you to do whatever it takes.
Alright, so
You know what I mean?
what's good, Bang Gang? Right now the score is 20-9.
But hey,
And the momentum looking in Phoenix way right now in the first
it's
7
extremely
minutes.
hard. I'm learning to play with LeBron James.
It look like it's probably gonna end up shaping out to
He's
be a
had
good
some
one. Cause now the
stars over there
Clippers
play
gotta
with
play
him.
get back.
We'll go down to nothing. We'll go down to nothing.
But in a
Basically,
blowout like
they have
last
to say,
night,
here, you the
that would
guy.
be sad.
Then he
It would
runs
be
from the
scary
moment.
for them.
You know, typical basketball. When you're tired, you're tired. By the end of the game, these guys are all tired, even the superstars. And who wants that shot? Who wants to take that last shot? Who wants to? But guys like Kyrie and not LeBron, but KD, Kyrie.
What do you think about Porter's play last night? He was acting like he was a
guy from Utah.
old vet, and
They
goon.
like they,
he
they,
was
they
going
yearn for
last
that
night.
moment. They give me the ball. Give me the ball. You know what I mean? These veterans got to be willing to pass the reins to these young guys, and help them shine. LeBron, you the man, you scoring champ, all that. I don't know that you should be scoring
He
champ
did bring
in
some
19.
energy off that
It's
bench.
pretty evident to why
He brings some on
you guys are not winning.
some.
know what
I
I
haven't
mean?
seen that energy for them.
You
Outside
need
of
to help
Giannis energy.
somebody else be the scoring champ on your team.
So we doing it.
I don't know who that is. I really don't. But there's no development. There seems to be no development going on over there. Russell Westbrook.
So let's get to
maybe
it.
stuck as a Laker for at least one more year.
Yesterday, how you
And that
think
may
that
work
what
out
you-
for the
what you
Lakers.
think that do for
Then
the
they
league?
ain't gonna want to trade him when they figure out they
for the
chemistry
playoffs
and help.
and all of that. All games like that.
Unless they gonna
Think
do
it's
the brave
good.
thing and cut him, and they owe him way too much money to cut him. Unless they're gonna take way shorts for him to get him out of there. In a trade, 5th round pick. I mean, I don't even know, 2nd round pick. I don't even know. Right now, if his stock is even that. Do I think he's worth a 1st round pick? Yes, I do. He has years of worth to prove. He has years in the bag to prove his worth. And this down year playing with LeBron and AD, 2 people he has to make sure gets the ball and gets scoring. Yeah, you would think his assists would go up, but his whole game is off. The whole triple-double sensation is off. So it's just not about LeBron or AD, you know. I look at how they affected his game. You know, and nobody's talking about that. Everybody's saying, oh, Russ sucks. He needs to go to the bench. Guess what? When Russ was on the bench, they didn't win. Anyway, they didn't win anyway. So I don't know about that. Lack of coaching going on in there in Laker practices. I don't know what's going on there.
How Pat Bev looking? How you think about this young kid, man? What's his full name? The Clippers player, man.
That's what's been subjected, or ironically, like Kyle
What
Kuzma.
school he went to? I'm not
Last year,
familiar with him, so.
He's been scapegoated. I believe Russell Westbrook is being scapegoated for the
he ain't going to
Lakers,
Kentucky or nothing
for
like
all
that,
the Laker
right?
brass, for all the Laker fans, for all mainstream media, the machine. I believe he's being scapegoated.
I like the size of his body and his athleticism.
It's showing you why it was Russell Westbrook's fault and all that, and I just don't agree with that because I know basketball, and these people do too. But they'll sell it that way. But I'll bring you to remember that last year they hung it on Kyle Kuzma's neck, who then was traded this year and looked really well. It did not help his game. When Lonzo Ball left that team, Kyle Kuzma's game went down. It was hard to play with LeBron.
People have to admit 20 points from the free throw line.
In year 19, he's still dominating the ball.
I love people like that.
You know what I mean? Wanting 30 points a game. Yeah. He shares the ball, but he dominates the touches, and it doesn't move fluently for those other positions. The positions that really matter. Point guard supposed to be driving to the hole. Instead, he's driving to the hole, kicking out to LeBron. LeBron drops
too small
or assists.
They goons,
you understand?
But they
so
too small.
It kills a point guard numbers when you have people like that orchestrating. And a lot of people say, "Oh, this is how what he's done all his career." Yeah, but this is his 19th season. He's burning out. He is 6'9", 6'8", almost 300 pounds.
I really want Paul George
to
he's a
little slower than the point guard.
Redeem himself right here without Kawhi.
All right, now he get down there, it's hard to stop him.
Yeah,
He's
man.
so big. But at the end of the day, when it comes to basketball and moving the ball with efficiency, everybody has a role.
Right, I agree. It should be 2-1 Clippers. He hits those 2 free throws. He makes it harder play, inbound play with point eight.
It gets
on
a
the
little
clock.
difficult. It should get
It's really
easy.
an impossible play, even though there's some remarkable things done in the NBA. You know, with NBA guys and all of that. It would have been very much harder. Instead of an 8 alley-oop, which was fucking beautiful.
You know,
and we fucking called it.
Bag on Westbrook's neck. And I won't hang the bag.
Right.
On Big Time USA, we analyze and we talk about real issues. The year before was Ball's fault. He wasn't healthy. He got hurt. He took the surgery in January. They hung the bag on their young players.
Yeah, I like their energy.
The year before that, Randall.
He gotta be on the floor.
Before LeBron even got there, Randall. They hung the bag on Randall's neck.
Yeah, we gonna knock y'all around. Y'all not gonna be hopping around and dribbling around and all of that. Nah. We not even doing all that.
Jail this year.
Like, I agree. We gonna knock y'all around.
Play of AD.
Grow up, young man.
The no-show this year. The Lakers are real old, man. They real old.
What you feel about Crowder?
Even with the acquisition
Ring
of
chaser?
Anthony, that's still
or just a
old.
journeyman good player?
They need some youth. They need some youth to regenerate those old men in those moments. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they have to live and die and develop that youth, those youth. They could go run and chase some other youthful guys that have been molded a little bit. But when they get there, they're going to run into a buzzsaw because the offense sputters because the way the ball has to go through LeBron. And he's used to being
He's been on a lot of good squads, man.
And Kyrie hinted to this. He hinted to this in Cleveland. Nobody gave it any due because LeBron was in his prime then. But he hinted to this. This is why he wanted to go to Boston. He wanted to be his own star. It just didn't work out in Boston. LeBron has a history of this. Guys want to play with him, but then when they get there, they realize it's hard for their game to have that oomph.
Who is that?
To have that oomph. LeBron will have to want you to have that oomph. If he don't believe in you on that level, and you just playing your role like the point guard for Cleveland the 1 year, you know what I mean? He ended up being a knockout. You know, the expectation was low. Then he's hitting threes and getting in ones and playing good defense. The little guy. Yeah. So yeah, so that's the Lakers.
He took the mask off?
Nah.
See, we done with the Lakers. I don't know. Everybody's compounding on LeBron.
Good fucking shit.
I agree with Magic.
He is a monster, baby.
Y'all as a team gotta take accountability for this year. As a team. And now y'all know what it is, and y'all gotta make those adjustments. You definitely need to go get y'all knockdown shooter.
It's not his fault, man. That shit went.
Y'all gave up KCP. Should have never gave up KCP. Never in your lifetime should you have given up KCP. And you gave up KCP and Caruso.
Yeah, man. All right,
You know what I
Tat.
mean?
So the game is 27-20. The Clippers look very much alive.
So not that
And,
nigga there to keep on
You
the
know,
bench.
we in it. I'm going for the Clippers
KCP
tonight.
was because of the role he played last year. You know,
But make no mistake, I got
You
an
know, you
all
chase these bags, you chase these people.
about the Suns.
you should have. They could have signed Buddy Hield. Had the
Especially because
on the Lakers.
Fucking Ball called
And
them out way before
KCP.
2 seasons ago.
And
LeVar
had
Ball.
a squad. You know, they went and got.
He was
got
like,
it done.
send my boys to the
Well, I haven't
Suns.
seen
And
play
they going
since
there
Miami
straight to the
days.
chip. Cause
If
they
he even
the
played any
the
in
next
Miami.
up and coming squad. And da-da-da-da. Remember?
Because you know about him.
Try to get them all to the Suns. Everybody
Everybody
thought he was bugging, right?
So that's
Nah,
the-
they didn't go over there, but they
That
got a
Lakers
few good
be hanging
players
there
since
all
then,
Westbrook's
and they
neck.
right in the they right in
And
the chase.
LeBron chasing a scoring
Awesome.
title.
They got a number
Yeah.
1 draft pick. That's amazing.
That's crap.
Missed that block, man. He just missed that block. Booker
I
got
think
that
he gonna
look
play,
like
guys.
he
3
was
games left.
He
I
just
think he
missed
gonna
that block.
play,
That was nice.
and he gonna ball out in these games. It's gonna really
Two
piss us off.
defenders, bro.
You know,
Good. With the
You
match.
don't get
I
no
don't know
better
what
than
that
that.
accolade means.
Devin
in a
Booker
year
though,
when
how
you
you feel
play
about
off. When you
the
come into the end of your career, you play
the
for-
Kobe
you gotta play for
comparisons
something,
that the that
you know, maybe
the
that's what he was
so-called
playing for
commercial
all year.
media
I
has
mean,
suddenly
I don't know.
gripped him with.
possible. Yeah. Outside of that, you gotta move on. So I asked you,
Listen,
looking like rookie of the
Jason
year,
Tatum.
Mobley.
Say it again. Say that shit.
Jason Tatum is the
Salute, Tatum. We got you. We got you.
Rookie of the year, especially with Cleveland making the playoffs. Wow, that's big.
Ray Allen on steroids, he says.
Cleveland back in the playoffs with a youthful squad.
I don't think he is
2 years
accurate
after
as Ray,
LeBron
but
left.
at the end of the day, you know, he's coming up. You know what I mean? I think that's his
Right.
problem. Like, he plays.
Miami in the playoffs. Pelicans in the playing game. So 2 years ago, they made a big deal that AD go, and they don't have their best player.
Yeah.
Zion ain't even playing. So they make the playoffs
Or no?
in the West.
That's when he became Jesus, the black
They make
Jesus.
the playoffs in the West with their youthful squad, with their youthful
Right,
players.
but about his
Most
fifth
of the
year
players
in.
they traded from
the
Lakers.
Yeah, I put in work already.
to
Like,
get AD.
oh man.
And AD, they did get a chip. The Lakers did get a chip. All right, so 2 years ago, the Lakers did get a chip. So they got that chip, and they not in the playoffs for 2 years. They got that chip, and they not in the playoffs for 2 years. What would you rather have? Is the question. You know what I mean?
Excuse me. Dying over there.
It's kind of embarrassing. That's kind of really embarrassing.
All-time great point guards, he'd probably be.
They've been humbled.
I gotta
believe
put 'em at
Russell's
number
been
one,
humbled
bro.
For the last couple of years, Guys are not wanting to play with him now. I don't even know.
Yeah, you know why? Because
people are telling me he needs
his numbers only, bro. Because his time in the league.
To his game. His game is nothing. His game is this. His game is that.
Steph Curry's their number one point guard.
Player, they supposed to win. I don't know about an old player like LeBron.
Yeah. Isaiah.
But you put him with
Isaiah got how many chips? As a point guard, as a Magic or two.
You know, they could probably be a little different. He could probably be a little different.
Magic Johnson, number one, y'all. All-time point guard.
He has to feel into the game. You know, he's the point guard. He's the point guard
number
UCLA. Same point guard
Who?
he is now. He was in UCLA.
You gotta put
he plays the game a certain way.
Isaiah, number 4.
He is a point guard.
You put him on
the 5. Your assists. He'll get your best player the ball. Just
I think he got
in the waning moments, he wants to be included.
3 of those people, bro.
And that might be his downfall. That might be
what
hurt him in OKC. When he was supposed to be getting the ball to KD, he was calling for it or taking a shot and not hitting it. So that's, you know, he do his criticism.
Yeah, man. People sleep on Isaiah numbers and his
the
play
Lakers have boxed
who he
up
played
his
against,
game.
his size.
I don't like the way they boxed up Kuzma's game. I don't like the way they boxed up Ball's game.
Oh, the
I don't like the way
right.
they boxed up his game. I need y'all to talk about that.
Shit, Isaiah's going.
I need y'all to talk about the percentages, differences. You know what I mean?
GP and them.
Before and after these guys leave LeBron's side from the Cleveland.
I'm looking at his body. He was so fast though with the ball, like. I mean, I'm looking at his body structure. I'm like, damn, he was tiny, bro.
We'll leave the Lakers alone now.
When you look at Trae Young, do you give him his body physique?
I hope you get that title.
Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, man. Because
you give him Isaiah Thomas or do you give him AI?
And so is Jokic. So I really hope you can finish this off and bring it home.
Right, that's what I mean. So if Paul get a chip, he definitely passed AI, and that's crazy.
The other side, the Eastern Coast, the other projected favorite
from
the beginning of the season.
Oh, he got
to go to the finals and be in the finals championship game.
He got one? He only got
New
one
Jersey
with LeBron?
Nets. Yeah, KD's New Jersey Nets.
The most amazing handle I ever seen.
I think the Nets.
Allen Iverson set the trend that allowed them to handle the ball like that.
I think the Nets. The playing game and series will be a very hard out for any matchup throughout these playoffs. KD and Kyrie with fresh legs, just trying to figure it out, getting his endurance back and everything. I think that he would definitely be.
Rip Hamilton when he first put it on, he couldn't play with that shit. Then he ended up playing with that shit in his career. Like, he got so used to it.
They're going to be a hard out, and nobody wants them. So I feel bad for that number 1 seed. Because I believe 1 plays 8, right?
Yeah, man. So it's 29-22, chat. And
a good first round matchup too.
Let me get a hashtag BANGUSA in the
but
chat.
They first gotta get through the play-in matchup.
Let me get a hashtag live and direct in the chat.
Probably the Hornets, which is gonna be.
You watch this back, man.
Watch that whole series.
Give us your input.
That's the other ball, brother.
You know what I mean? On the topics we've raised. So, and let us know how y'all feel about this show, man. We gonna try to take this to the next level. On
KD, Kyrie, and staff.
Right now, we started with basketball, but we have no limits on our sports.
Traded in February, as proclaimed
we can see it. We gonna talk about it.
Season and play-in series. So even the first round play-in series, he's sick. Today is reported that Ben Simmons lost $20 million this year withheld from him and fines and forfeited, paid to his mental illness claim, 76ers challenge, and withheld 20
Not
million.
take over, but
So if you wasn't
this
crazy
your time to
before, they held
isolate.
your money. You gonna
Do
be
it.
crazy
If
about
they
that
keep giving you
money
the
right
ball,
now,
they
right?
telling you isolate, do it.
So that could be one of the reasons why Ben Simmons has not played yet. Because they locked up his money. They suing him because he claims a mental illness. But if he steps on the court, they prove he wasn't mentally ill, and they get to keep his $20 million. So it makes sense. From a basketball reference, I know y'all don't care. But it makes perfect sense. If you think about any corporate job, you're not going to work if they don't fucking pay you. If they locked up your money, you're not going to work until they release that damn money. Doesn't matter if you trade me to another corporate office.
Not good.
That corporate office
Like,
is gonna have to take heed
I see my
to
boy
that
get
trade.
to the.
Prior to that trade, I was
see
having
my
a mental
boy get
issue.
to
I'm still
the
going
rim,
to
and
psychiatrist.
still,
I'm
but
still
he ain't.
getting myself back in
He
order.
still ain't dominating no more. Like
And
Chris
not
ain't
having my
dominating no
money
more. He
is
getting
not
beat off
making
the
me
step.
any better. But I know they don't care because they wanna hurt the kid. They want to hurt
Wisdom
the
and
kid, the
leadership,
superstar kid who played for them, did whatever they wanted, and when he had a problem, they got an attitude, put their hands in their pocket, and then everybody changes it on Ben Simmons. It's only on him. I've heard some things about Ben Simmons last year,
when he get into the
and
playoffs.
you guys can't talk about it, but I've heard some
I don't
things
wanna wish
that
that
he's going
on him.
through psychologically with his family from last year that everybody's been aware of.
Right. Right.
So I'll say I won't report on it because it's alleged, but apparently, yeah, the mental illness thing is real. Take it from me. When you overworked and stressed out and you can't protect your family and you can't protect this and can't protect that, you don't care about no damn basketball game. You know, I don't care about fucking work. Let alone basketball game. Like Kyrie said a long time ago, it's just a game. A game they're being paid for. But at the end of the day, it's just a game. When you compare it to lives being lost and all that, it's just a game. You know what they're gonna do? What they did when COVID started. They shut
lips. Fuck with real niggas that don't know how to miss. Yeah. Fuck a lot of chicks, bird heads running around flocking on my dick. Look, you can get something out of this. I'm a blood nigga, but I know a lot of crips. Back on my shit, just came back with a pack from a trip. Load of gas packed in the back of my whip. 2 Desert Eagles with a passion to sit. Poking no rapper, back in the mix. 2 chicks kissing in the back of my whip. They getting aggressive, they scratching my shit. I think I'm about to black out in this bitch. Man, don't get it confused. If you come around here, then you getting abused. I don't care about your actions and the way that you move. Duct tape to the chair, how your fingers you move. Got niggas disrespecting, and y'all niggas thinking I'm cool. The type of shit I'm finna do is gonna be making the moves. Going from the side, and these niggas is cool. Like Beyonce because they cater to you. Yeah, I got it.
Direct though.
Yeah, I got it. Focus on money, hanging sun with the profit. Times is hard, niggas a problem. We don't give a fuck because we come from the bottom. They ain't real like us, we ain't worried about them. Man, my niggas is grinding, getting money and shining. Man, y'all think I dedicated, but y'all niggas is lying. Poking nose nigga, yeah. I'm a poking nose nigga, yeah. Welcome to the poking nose nigga, yeah. Chill out, fuck your hoe nigga. Agent, double O, nigga. Yeah, shorty, she on the low, nigga. So what? I don't fuck with them anyway. Gotta be the true sound with the Henny say.
Yeah, I do what I want to. Fuck your baby moms anytime when I want to. She wanna fuck even when I don't want to. Look, boy, I got a wife, I don't want you. Yeah, I'm a brother boy, you know me. Getting lit with my brother boys.
Season seems to have a disc issue in his back right now that he's working out. The Bucks bully the Bulls. The Bucks bully. All right, we back. We live and direct, yeah. In their last season game matchup. Here comes the playoff. The season that matters.
721, bro.
Bucks look well oiled and primed with
721 in the
good
second
wins
quarter.
and bragging rights throughout the playoffs on all these, on most of these teams.
Paul George got 8. Zubac 4, Batum 3.
So I ask you, what is your expectations on the Bulls this year? First round, second round.
What the Suns got.
We'll go all the way. Same question for the 76ers, same for the Hornets, and same for Bucks. Because when you say, oh, they're going to go all the way, then you're knocking somebody out.
It's doing.
So we're 3 days away from seeing what the matchups officially be, but you can kind of figure out what the matchups are. Let's see if I got it. Let's see if I got it.
Yeah, I thought he was really challenging, mental toughness more than he was challenging his physical ability.
Yeah, the mental toughness, right? That's gonna be so important for all y'all young stars in the game. Your mental toughness, that whining and crying for a foul.
We got
out of
East
here.
Miami sitting in the one
Go
spot.
get that
games,
though.
so
Go get it.
One seed.
Be
So
tough. Don't be soft like these fucking big men. We'll get to that. Yeah, man. Don't be soft, man. If you 6'10" or above, man, you better get in the box, man. Get in the box, man. Get your rebounds.
Play Miami Heat first round. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Eaton being a big man. Being a beast. Like, I love it, too, because that's what I'm talking about. Like, you know what I mean?
7 or some shit like
These
that.
guys,
You know
they
what I
fucking
mean?
trying to
They
do
play the Hawks,
air reverses
and
and
the
they
Hornets play the
7-3,
Cleveland
bro.
Cavaliers, which would be
And they just got a
good matchup.
tippy toe, and
Wizards are
dunk,
out.
cause they got
Doesn't look like they're
10-foot
gonna get in.
wingspans. You know what I mean? Like,
Kuzma doesn't get
these
in.
niggas is doing this. You know what I mean? They, excuse me,
with the
y'all,
same record
but
as the New York
yeah,
Knicks,
man.
who
And they look
were 10
boxy
games
and
better
all
than
that.
the
Yeah,
Indiana
be cute if you
Pacers,
hit
12
it,
games
but
better than the Pistons,
just give me the.
and
See what
14
Ayton
games better
did?
than the
He jumped
than the
up there. He ain't digging it phatic.
In the West, we
He
have the
jumped,
Phoenix Suns
caught it,
top the
put
West.
it in the fucking
We have
hole.
Memphis
Like,
Grizzlies
it didn't have to be pretty.
in the
It
2
didn't have
spot.
to be. It was ugly as fuck if you
Golden
ask me,
State
but it
in
was
the
pretty
3.
because it was the end of the
It's
game.
that's
Like,
gonna stay as
that's how you
is.
do
Dallas
it. Like,
Mavericks
you know what I mean?
in the 4, Utah in 5, Denver Nuggets in 6, Minnesota
These big men,
in
man.
7,
LeBron,
the
man,
play-in,
you went and got you a sidekick,
Clippers, New Orleans,
but you don't want to get in the
and
box.
San Antonio
We
Spurs.
belong, bro.
So the Spurs look like they're in. It doesn't look like the
Lakers done
catch
killed
them.
my boy Harold game.
And that would be 10 versus 7.
Bro,
So
should have been right here with the Clippers right now.
Timberwolves.
They bet you they'd be in better position.
Clippers plays the Pelicans.
Cousins, I don't know what the hell is he doing out there. I know he's just coming back, but you got to be ready if you're in the game.
See how that goes. But yeah. The Rockets, worst team in the West. Only 20
You got to
games.
turn to a finesse
They
player.
actually
Like,
worst team in the league.
one thing he had going for him, he always was shooting the three.
That's
like
crazy, because
or
they
he
got
was always trying to shoot the
pick
ball.
last
So now
year.
you got a reason to
Oklahoma
shoot the
City
ball.
Thunder down there.
39-26, y'all.
Alexander Guild.
Suns are just being more efficient right now, man.
Gilgis.
What do you think about Chris Middleton?
This season, but he's
How you doing with Milwaukee Bucks and all of that?
I heard some saying Lakers might trade him
all the time, right?
Westbrook back
yeah,
to
sometimes
OKC. I don't see why OKC would do that, but that is their probably enjoy guy over there. So maybe after this tour they'll re-sign him. I don't know. I don't see why he would go back there. Westbrook needs to go to a team
they can win a championship without him
right now. He made his money.
Or sometime he playing like it is
He needs
now.
to go to a team at a cheap rate in a gilded team. He needs to go to a team that's already put together, ready to go. You know.
How you think Cameron Johnson has done in the playoffs?
Put them over the top.
I like Cameron Johnson. Truthfully,
yeah,
I like all the Cams. You know what I mean? Like I like the Cam kid. What's his name? The point guard.
We know that.
And then you got Reddish. You got Cam Reddish too.
Tiger Woods is back in the Masters today. Can we just let him play around before the magic hoopla of Tiger Woods start? They already started battling if he's elite. Is he an athlete compared to other athletes?
They feel about
all of this stuff. Yes, Tiger Woods is an athlete. One of the most prestige, supreme, apex athletes.
He remind me of Lopez.
But he's been hurt.
He
needs 2 majors to make history. He can do that with his eyes closed when he's not hurt.
That's true. Brook Lopez wasn't doing that early.
He can do that with his eyes closed when he's not hurt, but he's been hurt. So can we just let him play, make some holes, let him run around first?
He made himself a stand when
that round before that
he played well.
Goes crazy.
Lakers let him go. They should not let him go.
What else I want to talk about? Oh, Shannon
But
Sharp.
at least he playing.
My guy Shannon.
Putting up numbers.
Shay Shay. My guy Shay Shay.
Look, that's what I'm talking about. Don't be soft. Don't be like that.
This is Bang Time USA. This is Bang and Aces live and direct.
Everything is not
live
a
with your
foul.
host Bang.
Play through them little joints.
When
When you play through them, you'll get the cause more. Like,
I had to address some things after watching across the machine, the media machine.
You'll get them back-to-back calls too. Like,
Shannon Sharp,
they fucking up
active
now.
mouthpiece for the machine lately.
If they see you trying to ride them for
targets
them
on
calls,
Russell Westbrook.
they ain't gonna give it to you.
Attacking Russell's game.
Oh man.
And media demeanor to his responses that he's been giving.
Stay tuned, y'all. Halftime, we got the breakdown. I got a question for y'all about Ben Simmons.
Stop asking for more. Then you gives you
also
more,
got
and
a
then you
question
say
for y'all about Jalen Rose.
Cut it out.
My brother,
you guys
Jalen
are disrespectful.
Rose. That's a real brother.
You guys
right
are disrespectful. There. You've been disrespectful. It's what Russ has been complaining about. He can't even bring his kid to the game because how disrespectful y'all been. Yeah, you're gonna say it's based on how I'm playing, blah blah blah. But your guy doesn't make any mistakes. Your guy's on the same team, but your guy's averaging 30, so it's not his fault at all. You know what I mean? So chill out on the Westbrook hate, bro. You know what I mean? A black man on another black man, they use you guys really well, man. You know, they puppeteer you guys really well. You guys say things that are valid. somewhat.
Cam got 5 and 3 rebounds.
You know what I mean? Somewhat.
Right. Paul George only got 3 of 11. Not having a good game at all.
As a Westbrook fan, it seems his game has been affected since he started wearing
He's not a #1 superstar,
the fashion
man.
stuff, since he was focused on all the fashion and got a lot of the fashion attention.
Not a #1 superstar. Bro.
Then last year he put on a blouse.
Unfortunately.
And this year he wore a dress. For fashion, of course, alleged. No, he didn't. It's not alleged. He did.
He gotta lead
For fashion, you know what I mean?
Necessarily take the ball.
You let them change you, Russ.
Like, he gotta lead them.
I get you as unique individual. You wanted to be a superstar, all that. You need to go. You need to finish the job, though. You need to go get a chip. Yes. You played well all your life. This is the moment
How
when
you
fame
feel
eclipses
about,
the game of basketball.
Oh, I got one for you. For
what I
everybody.
mean is,
how y'all feel about
Westbrook
what's our boy
is doing
in
a job
Orleans?
right now. He isn't enjoying
Zion
and loving the
out of
game
New
anymore.
Orleans and his family.
And it's a disrespect to the
Him
game.
Him and his family one out
But
of
Shannon,
New Orleans. They
if
not
you're gonna say that, then
like
say
in,
that. You know,
the future looking.
trying to disrespect them
New
and
Orleans.
take pricks and pride at the man's soul and honor and attitude and demeanor. You know what it is, Shay. You know
That's
what
the
it is.
truth, man. You see what
You know what
happens
it
right
is.
there, y'all? The truth has to come out, bro. Now, that's the truth right there.
It shows in his game night
An
after night.
opportunity for NY.
He plays
Knicks,
hard,
not Jersey.
but he's not playing free.
Knicks.
He needs to play
not
free.
Nets.
Or to be
Knicks.
coached up by a point guard coach, a la Mark Jackson,
Brooklyn, yeah.
Doc Rivers. Somebody who's respected.
Salute to the
He's
Nets,
been humbled
man.
in the multiple
But
years
y'all
he's
already
been
got
without
it, man.
KD. Players starting to stray from Russ.
They might have blew their easiest chip this year.
On the demise of this season,
You know what I mean?
like I said in the beginning
Every
of
year
this
after
thing,
this gonna
I'm
be
not
super
hanging
hard
the
for
bag on
everybody.
Russell Westbrook.
So,
Did we hang the
that's
bag
what we wanted. We wanted
on
the league
Dwayne
to
Wade
have
and them
multiple
when they lost
teams
that
to
one year?
challenge. Like, so if we're finally here after
we
20
need
years,
better
like,
role players. We needed. So it's the same thing here.
Yeah, parity.
What happens is the Lakers gonna have to make a choice.
Right.
Are they resigning King James for a multiple year deal? Or are they gonna just do a 1 year thing from here on out? The miles of this season is clearly a coaching blame to share with players. Superstardom dysfunction. It's been dysfunction. But I don't know that I can blame that on the shortness of Russell Westbrook's media sessions. Nah, I ain't with it.
Cause boy got 15. Oh yeah, he trying to put it up.
Magic says lack of accountability is the key to the Lakers' dysfunction, and I agree 1,000%.
15 minutes.
We talked about DeMar DeRozan being snubbed. We talked about Buddy Hield being snubbed due to LeBron James and Russell Westbrook connection. Moving on to 76ers. Oh, 76ers. The Embiid-led 76ers.
Damn, none of these niggas shoot.
Still looking like they missing a major body piece over there.
Zubac, you better
Don't know that
Zubac,
it's Ben
get 2 for
Simmons
3.
though. But they are missing a major piece. I believe it's a shooter.
Trae Young averaging 29.
They gave up Curry in that trade. Big piece.
Crazy.
Big grab
Number 1
by
in
the
both.
Nets. In that Simmons trade to
Giannis
grab
averaging
a shooter with
13.2
Simmons.
rebounds.
Crazy. So I think the Nets gonna be a
And he
really
averaging
hard out.
almost a block a game.
But back to the 76ers.
Giannis.
James Harden season quietly has been abysmal. Before and after the trade, Harden needs to be in better shape.
Field goal percentage.
Another player this year that seems to have lost his love of the game. Just reporting the work. He must want to just be at the studio sessions like he a rapper or something.
Yo.
You know what I mean?
Devin Booker shooting
sorry,
93%.
James. But you a fat boy, and you look crazy. You trying to act like you was in Houston, and it's not that day. You're getting older. The game is. If you ain't got the love of the game, it's gonna be hard to score. So you're just reporting the work. I need y'all to love the game. Play free. You ain't
I can see them walking off with a chip.
Joel Embiid looking swell and hungry.
Quiet as kept. Right.
And contending for the scoring champ. Salute Joel Embiid. However, everybody else seems to be null and void since the trade. Absent of Ben Simmons, Philly seems to be playing handcuffs.
Let's talk about Trae Young.
They lost their shooter, Curry. Tobias Harris has been a no-show.
Last night I seen him struggling.
He has not sufficed as the key piece. I don't believe in Harden.
Who's been with
helps
pressure on him
lift
like
the
that.
weight. Lift the weight
and
allows them to get over the hurdle that they didn't get over last year.
I'm not
or
going
the
to
year
say
before.
better.
I don't believe Harden does that by himself.
But
what's been impressive this year is Embiid's health and his toughness throughout all of it. You know, Embiid has been magical.
First playoff, he's done
but
things.
You gotta watch out for the Grizzlies.
You
gotta watch out for
48 points in the game.
Quiet as kept, Golden State.
Led his team to this point.
Golden State.
Victories. So. You know what I mean? What do you think
Nobody
about
fears
that?
them anymore, but they better recognize that that's a tool machine over there. They retooled. They got you incorporated with their vets. They had a rough week or so, and they was catching some L's, not playing good basketball.
I'm just asking, like, is he a better scorer?
They wanted the number 2 seed, but they're not gonna get that now.
Team leader.
Still.
Things like that.
They 30 and 19 in the conference. 11 and 4 in the division. Utah 13 and 1 in the division. Come on, man.
Curry has a better team too.
6 and 10 in the division, so they lose a lot of division games. So look, that's the Denver Nuggets' weakness right there. They're their own division.
Right. Correct.
Jokic need help. He doing all of this by himself. That's what makes him impressive. But he damn sure gonna need help. So we're about to enter the season that matters.
Okay.
Playoffs.
So unfair for
playoffs.
Mainstream media making that
to win the
right
game. Yeah, man. Golden State. Conference finals. Probably say Golden State and. I don't got Golden State getting bumped that easy. When it comes to matchups, they're gonna be a matchup problem for everybody.
Soon as Kobe got the first,
as
soon as they got the first three-peat, they was questioning was he better than Jordan, and he had Shaq.
34-16 in the conference. That's gonna be a game. They had a 4 seed. It would be 4 versus 5, right? They say Dallas would come and play in Utah. Ooh. It's a big first round for them. Denver Nuggets will play. No, four plays.
Right.
8. One plays 8. One plays 8. 2 plays. 3 plays.
potential to be great. How great, we'll see.
We'll see. You gotta stay healthy.
Either or.
Everything.
Either or. They gonna pick
you gotta go through the rigorous course that Curry already ran. Like, you know what I mean?
In the East,
train even harder. Yeah.
Miami playing Brooklyn. Boston playing the Nets.
You gotta do it. Just like Giannis has to do it.
Playing Cleveland.
I think Giannis got caught up in the comparisons to Durant and LeBron and trying to be better. I guess, you know, it's a right to want to be better, but to try to do things, I gotta get a shot because he has a shot.
That's crazy.
I gotta do this because he does
this. For a second year in a row.
Don't get caught up in that. You have physical strengths more than Durant, and you have
everybody else
more length than LeBron, and you know what I mean? Things like that, right? You have a whole different game. If you do acquire those things, you'll be even more lethal, but you still got to go out there and do it.
Lance are calling me out.
Yeah, so now, what do you think about Ben Simmons' performance in this year's playoffs versus...
I just wanted to come on today, really
the last
talk about
playoffs.
LeBron and what everybody's talking about.
Do you think
LeBron.
anything was
Lakers have been eliminated,
majorly different in his game?
Y'all gonna be mad, but y'all be back next year. Hopefully y'all be healthy. I feel the same way. I'm a Knicks fan, so we fell in the same boat.
He's played the same.
Okay. This year and didn't even make the playoffs. Didn't play any rookies, so I don't know why they expected something different. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a fan,
as they always do.
BANGnACES LIVenDIRECT commentary. No big deal. It's a local show. It's a local show. No big deal. You don't know shit.
Yeah, I'm not feeling the scapegoat, weak-minded bullshit they trying to do.
We'll be back
mainstream trying to do. Everybody trying to lean on my boy Ben Simmons for not taking shots in the fourth quarter, missing major free throws, not wanting to go to the free throw line. Not really doing much.
Miami Heat.
But he did some. He got that team moving down the court. Get his assist popping. Got a couple of rebounds. You know what I mean? Like,
bro. But I'm gonna try to do that.
But they blaming him. They blaming him for losing the game because he wasn't aggressive, man. For a $30 million man, I do agree. You need to be able to hit a free throw. That should be the most basic shot in the game. But not everybody got popping threes and all that. And you know, for a team that went through this same slander 2 years ago with Mr. Folk on their bench and not having confidence and them not working with him and all that. Do you blame the flaws more on Ben Simmons' work ethic, or do you blame it on coaching and team issues?
I think ultimately, like, Ben Simmons got to take accountability for not working on that part of his game at the end of the day. You know,
I agree.
He can have advisors and people.
You got $30 million, bro. You got somebody to train you. Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat, to the top like a crown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck. Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat, to the top like a crown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck. I'm from the bottom of the barrel, came apart it in the gravel. On black be my apparel, Glock 40 pointing at you. We storming niggas' castles, my niggas is going cash. I like it, I take it, I ain't gotta fucking ask you. Terrorist mindset, deadly the thoughts, should've buried the nonsense. And pissing the corpse, you niggas small like the fine print, fall in line to get popped.
pop quick. You forgot your reminder, third pound we the livest. Respect over everything, cash come included. My clique get everything, mash on the music. Biz, it is what it is. These are the breaks. Separate the real from the G's and the fakes. Cut the grass low, poison all the snakes. Stash the cash flow and let it roll till it breaks. Life only determined by success. And since I'm born blessed, ain't no doubt me and the team next. We coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat, to the top like a frown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck. Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat, to the top like a frown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck.
Never lose love like sleep, I be stretched out. Everybody on my line, that's why I stepped out. Mark hater ready, stone face gripped up. Mouse split, Tony talking Tiger getting ripped up. Pound reppin', G checking freshman. Top hat pimped out like the West End. Musical, wise guy, no lie. Real heart, true eyeball, eyeball. Nigga pick a side, killers never switch a side. Money or the power, push away, I feel aside. That's a deal a day, still celebrating. Pop another bottle for every hater hating. Both hands, middle finger in the air. Shining on both so you see them shits clear. Playboy, ice grill, we ain't scared. And you can keep them ugly bitches over there.
Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat, to the top like a frown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck. Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat, to the top like a frown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck.
They don't wanna see me shine. Might go blind, and the blind can't leave the blind. Dropping gems on them, they don't pay no mind. Nope, it ain't worth throwing pearls and swine. Love that fast money, wanna stick something. But a slow million better than a quick 100. One line at a time, keep them hits coming. Uncut blow, take a whiff of it. It's a shame what they do for wealth. Wanna be Wayne, shoot yourself. Like December 31st, let off from choppers like it's January 1st. July 4th with them fireworks. Put that mask on, October 31st. You the best, guess we the worst. This is my world, Mr. Universe.
Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat, to the top like a frown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck. Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat, to the top like a frown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck.
Coming live in the back, imparting your disrespect. From the G's to the goon, little homies on deck. This is boom back like a terrorist threat. Keep it gully good, can't shame my rap. Spit a universal code, take game and bet. Call me pre-thinker, bring your gang and set. I'm a suicide king, never bang regret. From the bottom of the barrel like the game is fit. As long as I'm alive, too legit, quick. The hustle is the turn, trying to flip the script. Don't let the struggle burn, you gotta flip the switch. Third pound on the move, over this.